Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Andy Teshorto. Today I'm going to be covering the road ahead and what's to come in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So today we got the release of the road ahead. They've also did a Q&A with Arnold T on a video that he posted. So definitely check that out on his channel. So basically, they've been busy this at the start of 2018 working on the Sith raid and the quality of life updates. We have identified some additional items we want to clarify both on the community and quality of life front, as well as our mapping for the road ahead on what's to come. So with the community, one of the widest communications that we have that we put out outside of the game, outside of the in-game newsletters, is the road ahead blog, like this one, which is almost always fall in the first couple of weeks of the quarter, every 3 months, and will be posted both our website and forums. An additional road ahead is we will add additional roads ahead as needed, but the idea is that they map out the next few months of Galaxy of Heroes. And they're also going to be doing a live Q&A February 6th, so this coming Friday, tomorrow at 12 p.m. So definitely pay attention to that. I'm going to look into watching it. So then the quality of life ongoing changes, every client update, major game updates that require a new download from your mobile apps store. We set aside a certain portion of time to devote to quality of life changes and bug fixes. This past February, they released the quality of life content client update, but have been making a few quality of life changes throughout the past month, specifically in... Whoa, that's not what I wanted it to do. I meant to click down. So you kind of saw part of the next part. Anyways, but we've been making quality of life changes throughout the past month, specifically in response to recent community sentiment. We have made changes to the upper limit of territory war requirements, a change to refreshing arena opponents, and added some additional features to our upcoming TU12 client update, intended to launch inside this quarter. So it goes January, February, March. Then it's now April, May, and June is the next quarter. So yeah, we see a picture of Bossk. Here's where the exciting news really starts. Even though it's exciting news that they're improving everything else too with quality of life and whatnot. But here we go. Upcoming content. In anticipation of the upcoming movie Solo: A Star Wars Story, we are revisiting Bounty Hunter faction this month in the game. The Bounty Hunters are getting a new mechanic called Contract, and the interplay between the different contracts and different makeup of Bounty Hunter squads are going to revitalize their gameplay inside of Galaxy of Heroes, along with the rework of some existing characters. We will also be introducing the Trandoshan Bossk. Bossk is coming to the game. Also, one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy, Bossk uses his natural Trandoshan hunting skills to track down, or instincts to track down or hunt down and capture its targets. Also, in the when I watched the Q&A with Arnold T and the developers Carrie, and I don't remember the other developer name right off, but anyways, what they were saying is Bossk is gonna. Well, so far they only mentioned Bossk. We don't know much more, but Bossk is going to be a tank for sure. We needed a tank anyways. And from the sounds of it, they're only going to be working with the original trilogy bounty hunters as rework. So we're going to get a new rework for Boba Fett, IG-88, Dengar. Dengar's also getting a leadership. So that means Zam's out. And then we get Bossk. It's so... Yeah, it's... Oh, and Greedo. I forgot about Greedo. Ha 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 ha. So we're getting only 4 character reworks and 1 new character from the sounds of it. The only thing is bounty hunters from the original trilogy, they're just missing Zuckuss and Forloom, or Zuckuss and Forloom. So we hope to see those this month as well, but they didn't mention that, but that doesn't mean they still can't release it. I think they were just giving us a taste of Bossk coming in, because he's really anticipated. And hopefully they do add SWGOH and Forloom. So from the sounds of it, didn't sound like they were going to, but SWGOH and Forloom, if they are added to the game, that means all of the original trilogy bounty hunters are in the game. Next, they can eventually work on the Clone Wars and the original trilogy bounty hunters. So that would be Zamwazell, Cad Bane. So that we might get another month this year, hopefully, to work on the original or the prequel trilogy, as well as the Clone Wars bounty hunters. After the bounty hunters, we're going full on solo mode. So I'm assuming that's going to be May and June. We will start by releasing you, guessed it, another Han Solo. Yay! I'm personally tired of seeing Han Solos. You'd think we would have 5 Lukes by now, but no, we have 5 Han Solos. But he is one of the original trilogy's trios, so... And then Leia, we're at 2. So I'm sure eventually we're going to get General Leia, Organa, and a couple more Leias. Like a hidden undercover Leia as Bossk. And pairing him with the movie's Chewbacca. So we're getting a third Chewbacca. I'm okay with the third Chewbacca, because we need a good one. And the first number of characters from the upcoming movie. So this means these two will probably be piloting the Millennium Falcon, that newer version of the Millennium Falcon, which means all we need is a Chewbacca and a Millennium Falcon for episode 4, and I think we got all the Millennium Falcons we need, as well as all the Han and Chewies that we need. So we might actually get up to 4 Chewbaccas. So hopefully. Upcoming features, one of the biggest improvements Galaxy of Hero is our social mechanics. From the literal social features to actually social interplay between players, we acknowledge that there are room to grow. Our upcoming TU12 update plans to attack some of these head on. And while not all features are aimed at our eldest player base, we believe that the value provided by having a fresh influx of new players in game will open up new opportunities for recruiting and competition in the way we haven't seen before. So yeah, that's good. One of our biggest features is the improvement of in-game functionality. Chat at the moment operates as a bulletin board inside the single guild. While it was our intention to make every member of the guild valuable with the addition of territory battles and wars, there's a downside to that value, which is that new friends and new accounts, until they're territory ready, can feel isolated from the rest of the game. That kind of makes sense. It was a while before I even got in a viable guild. It also makes it hard to find the person or conversation that you most want to have without resorting to a third-party service. Our additions to chat will enable creating subrooms inside of your guild chat to split out the people talking about specific strategies, or having officer-only chats inside the game. This will also allow direct messaging between 2 players, so people who want to be considered for a top guild can provide more information more information about why they should be included, and officers can communicate positions on the waiting list. Additionally, we will be adding a chat channel that extends to 500 players that exist either in the guild or the ally list of anyone invited. The idea is that the idea is that while you may spend a lot of time strategizing with your guild, there are people in partner guilds or friend lists that would benefit from the availability of rooms like these. So that's really good. I'm glad they're addressing this. That is something a lot of people were wanting, and it's it's one of those work in progresses, so that is good. And with new things to do come new rewards. Inside the chat system, we'll be introducing the first player vanity item, which will be player set titles. Titles will be viable inside the chat and other social spaces where your guild is usually shown, and you can choose to keep your guild affiliation or choose from a number of unlockable titles to show off inside your game. That is awesome. Wow, they're really amping this up. So quality of life for February is extending into May, probably June for the most part. So that is good. That is good. So I am glad that's, happening. And ships. We have been working for some time now to revitalize ship content, introducing a PvE table and ooh, that's good. That's good. So we might have a PvE trail for ships, which I like that. Will we get a light and dark? Yeah, or will we get something more just Cantina based, where just every ship you could use? I'm aiming more towards Cantina based, so that's good. And to make some significant changes to the way ship combat works. Our aim is to speed up that gameplay, make it a lot more dynamic, and get you more bang for your buck with ships. Much more to come on that. As always, see you at the holotables. Carrie, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce her last name. I don't want to butcher it. And the senior producer. So that's exciting. That is exciting. So we're getting Bossk confirmed. Yeah. Bossk has been needed into the game. There's a lot of bounty hunters that still need to be added into the game, and I think they're splitting them up between the original trilogy and the prequel / Clone Wars trilogy setup. I'm okay with that, because then we can have some anticipation and have some more room for growth. So it wasn't announced if we're going to get anything else other than Bossk. My assumption is we either get Bossk only, or we'll get Bossk with either the two characters I mentioned earlier, Zuckuss and Forloom, or we'll get Bossk, his ship, and then maybe Dengar and IG-88 ships. And that would be game, set, match there for now. I would be more than willing to be okay with that. But for the most part, Zuckuss and... so for the most part, we got Bossk. Will we get a ship for him? Probably eventually. We may still have at least 2, maybe 3 good months in the next 24 months to come that will feature more bounty hunters and ships for the bounty hunters. Or this year we might even, if they fit it in, they might have another bounty hunter month for the prequel bounty hunters. Hopefully they still release Jango Fett as a legendary character. I feel like he's a bounty hunter for legendary characters, even though really it would be Boba Fett, but they already have him in game, so Jango Fett would be the next best option. So we'll see what happens when this month comes, but when Bossk comes out, I'm definitely covering him, so stay tuned for that. I don't like the idea of another Han Solo, but I hope this is the last Han Solo we ever get. The last Han Solo. We're getting another Chewbacca. Well, that's the 3rd Chewbacca. We still need one more Chewbacca to pair with the Han Solo, Raid Han. And I feel like maybe that may be something they may aim towards, because I've kind of talked about it in the past, where Raid Han should also be paired with have them add in a Raid Chewbacca and a Raid Millennium Falcon. They are planning on improving raid rewards for the HAAT and the Rancor in the near future. This month is focused on the Triumvirate, so hopefully we get that for the Rancor raid. And maybe also they add like a General Skywalker and the Twilight from the Clone Wars series, so we get another ship and another character that would pair with, General Kenobi, so we have a second character from the raid. So hopefully that's something that comes out in the near future, but stay tuned for sure. I'm excited for this next few months, and of course the updates for the chat. I'm glad they're going to be working on the chat room, so I'm sure right after the Han Solo stuff they're going to kind of, trickle it in here as they go for this next 3 months, so definitely stay tuned for that. Other than that, yeah, so again, from the chat between Arnold T and the CG Carry, Boba Fett, Dengar, Greedo, and IG-88 are all getting reworks, and we're getting Bossk. I'm hoping that IG-88 also does. They're probably obviously going to synergize it with droids, but I'm still hoping they do something really well. IG-88 still needs a Zeta to make him more viable. Will this make... I feel like if adaptive aim algorithm is shared with other droid allies, I feel like And that may allow droids to be a decently viable option, but we'll see. Hopefully, you know, they rework IG-88 and down the road, which, oh, I forgot to mention, down the road, Separatists soon. They said soon in the message when Arnold 2 was talking to him, because he obviously asked about General Grievous. When was General Grievous and the Separatists coming out? They said not right now, but soon. So soon. So he highlighted soon in this video. He edited it to where it says soon, soon. Every time soon was brought up, he brought out the word soon, and that is good. So that means probably by the end of the year, we're going to have, maybe this is something planned for July, August, September, and October, where we're going to get a couple of months worth of Galactic War reworks, because I'm sure after the Bounty Hunters and the movie, they're probably going to want to kind of lean towards light side first, get some, you know, more light side characters, which, you know, we would have some clone troopers, some Jedi reworks, other Galactic Republic character reworks, and then of course after that we would have a segue into the Separatists, getting Separatists reworked, droids reworked. Hopefully, I feel like hopefully they actually do a whole month of characters that work with droids, maybe just improving droids in general. There's a lot they could do, obviously, but for the most part, the droids, let's go to droids really quick. So in Separatist, B2, General Grievous, and IG-100 would be the ones reworked, plus they would add a few more, but I feel like some characters that need to be lightly reworked here and there is BB-8 Chopper. They could have a little bit slight more synergy. BB-8 does something a little better with, instead of taunting, he, you know, maybe grants a tank or at least a tank ally to taunt. Chopper, he could probably share, not the assist part of his unique, but the healing part of his unique, the protection and the health gain. He could share that with droids, because it's basically called maintenance protocol, so hopefully that's what happens. And HK-47 also needs a huge rework, so hopefully they have a month of droids, and that's when they rework all the Separatist droids and all the Separatist, or just all the, you know, the Separatist droids as well as other droids that need the light reworks here and there. I feel like K2SO, he doesn't synergize with any droid, but obviously updating his Zeta could do that, and just improving other areas to make him more viable as a support towards the droids, just for game mechanics. Obviously, he never really worked with other droids anyways. Maybe he can have a bonus ability where he deals some sort of extra bonus damage to droids, because he did download the data from one of his droid compatriots. I feel like R2D, I think all the other ones are fine. They would get their normal reworks, but like I said, BB-8, he's got to lose that taunt if you're on a droid team. I don't like the idea of him taunting. He's not a tank. He doesn't. You'd have to like really amp him up with like a health and maybe 2 tenacity for a droid team, just to make him work. Just so he's resisting negative status effects, because his tenacity is 39%. He would just need a super increase. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyways, back to this again. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the idea of Bossk coming into the game, and the Bounty Hunter reworks. They're also going to be working with the new mechanic for contracts, so I'm excited. You know, we'll see what happens in probably next week is when we'll start seeing the Bossk rework, or the Bounty Hunter rework and Bossk add to the game, the Bossk kit. So definitely we'll stay tuned for that. Again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those watching. I'm glad I hit the 100 subscriber mark. I'm probably going to aim towards this weekend to doing a live stream on Battlefront for the 100 subscriber, for hitting 100 subscribers. I just want to do it to where I can just talk and, you know, talk about anything. Bounty, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, Star Wars anything. So that's what I'm going to aim for. And if anyone does have any other questions, you know, feel free to hop on and ask. But that's what I'm planning for. I will make an announcement video within the next, you know, probably 24 hours, because I plan on doing it either Friday or Saturday night. I don't know which yet. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day.